Good afternoon. This is Debbie Broughton, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from St. Robert, Missouri. I'm here this afternoon to show you some other new product from the Celebration catalog and the new Spring Mini. If you're here and could comment, that would be great. So, the first thing I'm going to show you is the Designer Series paper that is available when you spend $100 or more. You can get it free from the Celebration catalog. So first I wanted to show you what colors are there. There's Balmy Blue, Coastal Cabana, Calypso Coral, Fresh Freesia, Granny Apple Green, Mango Melody, and Petal Pink. There's lots of colors because this pack of paper has 12 different double-sided sheets, and you get 4 of each design, so that gives you 48 actual pieces. And usually in a pack of our DSP, you get 6 designs with 2 of each. So this is great, and you will have plenty of paper to do a lot of different projects with it. So here, some of this I have already cut because I made some cards with it to show you what it looks like in a card. So this is the first piece, and here's the back side. And another piece, a very nice and bright spring and summery piece with the same colors on this side. Here's a design with the Balmy Blue and the Coastal Cabana. And on the back is a Coastal Cabana color. Fresh Freesia. And again, it's the square pattern. Some polka dots here. And some square or diamond shaped on this side. Some wavy lines. Or the Petal Pink. Again, some more Fresh Freesia with some more of these little squares on the back. Some more diamonds. And some more stars. More squares. And some stripes. Some dots. And some stripes. This is very bright and beautiful paper, I think. You can have a lot of fun making a lot of different cards with it. Here's some Granny Apple Green. Again with wavy lines. Here's some Balmy Blue stripes with some polka dots. So this is free with a $100 purchase before tax and shipping, and you get 4 pieces of each design. So altogether 48 pieces of 12 by 12 paper for free. So let's see some things that I made with the paper and with some new stamp sets that I just got. I forgot to set out my stamp sets. Let me look for them. They should be both right here. Well, here's the first one. It is Friendly Gnomes. So, the gnome dies from the Winter Mini will fit these figures also. So, I have never made a slim line card before, but I bought some envelopes and decided to try it. So this is my very first one. I used the Gnomes. I used my blending brushes in the background, and then I stamped and cut out each gnome and colored him and added some balloons. And then on the inside, I put some balloons and saying, "Wishing you the most magical of birthdays." So this is why I bought these slimline envelopes, so that I can fit this card in there and you will be able to mail it. So it's just a new kind of, well, it's not really new. It's been around a while. I just have never really tried it. So there we go with the gnomes. And then here's some where I use some of the Designer Series paper, the Mango Melody piece. And from the Ringed with Nature. Hi, Judy. How are you doing? I'm so glad you could join me. I used the Ring with Nature embossing folder and dies, and some grass from the Gnomes die set, and then just added a few little gold. I forgot what they're called. Let me see. I'm not very good today about remembering what everything's called. Yeah, but I have them sitting here on my messy desk. These are called gold adhesive back swirls. So if you can't see very good there, you have a swirl design in there. And let's see what else we have with the gnomes. Here I use the Something Fancy dies. And look, I don't know if you know, but in the die set, there's one where you can cut like a teardrop hole, or one where you can make this little flower. And I use some of the designer paper from the free package. Hi, Kathy. I didn't use the squirrel yet. I think I'm going to have to. On another card, I was busy last night just coloring in gnomes, but I'm going to make a card with the squirrel pretty soon, because it's pretty cute. So this is really the same piece of DSP. I just cut off an inch on each side and flipped it over. And I colored him in with the blends. And I used some of the Pool Party. Even though Pool Party's not in the paper, it's so sheer, it kind of just blends in with the Coastal Cabana and the Balmy Blue. And then here is one with the fresh freesia paper. Yes, Judy, they're new domes in the spring mini catalog. And but the dies from the winter catalog will work with them. And see, here's the squirrel that Kathy was talking about. It's a cute little squirrel sitting there. And a bird. And a much smaller mushroom than before. So for this card, I used, again, the Something Fancy dies and cut out those and popped her up. And here I used the Stampin' Right markers to color her in. And then it's just kind of a fun fold where you open it up like this. So you can sign your name here below where it would be covered up when it was closed. So the next set that I got was the Easter Bunny set, and I do not have that sitting right here on my desk. So I will just show you the cards. I'll just lay these here and I'll run over to my other table and look for the Easter Bunny stamp set. This one does not come with dies, but it does come with a punch that will punch out this Easter bunny. And then you have the bunny sit in different ways, and a carrot, some eggs, some flowers, some grass, a butterfly. For the ones that I used the Stampin' Blends, I used Memento, and on this Fresh Freesia one where I used the markers, I did it in StazOn. So, because the StazOn is good for the markers, and the Memento is for the alcohol blends. So these are the cards I made. Here is some of the DSP, and I stamped and punched out. I probably stamped him in Memento, because that's usually my go-to unless I'm going to use the markers. And then some balmy blue for the words, some little ribbon. And on the inside I stamped the eggs across, just to kind of decorate the inside. And here is another one. I'm using the polka dotted paper and the framed florets and some rhinestones here. So I stamped them, punched them out, stamped the flowers, and colored them in and cut them out and put them around her neck. And it was ready to go. And it says, enjoy all the little moments. I was thinking these rabbits would even be good for like scrapbooking for a baby or a baby card, especially this one that's sitting like that. I think would go good for a baby card. And now this one I just took different pieces of the designer series paper and punched out the rabbit and added well, this one I must have lost, but there was one on there. Added a sequin for their eyes. That way it's a quick and fast Easter card. And now this one is my fun fold. So let me show you. This is another new thing I got, is the cane weave embossing folder. And it makes like, like my grandma used to have rocking chairs that had this for the seat, the cane. So that is exactly what this looks like. So here's the rabbit on the outside, and when you open it up, it pops up to say Happy Easter. And then I just added the designer series paper here on the sides to kind of hide my mechanism a little bit. And you could either sign your name down here, or you could add another piece up here and put your message. But I just found this, it's called a sliding pop-up card. And it has a few steps to get it to work. But once you do one and practice with it, they become very easy. So I think this is going to be my March Fun Fold card for my classes in February, which I will start on Wednesday. I'll get a new hostess code, and then we'll make these cards in March. Because the thing is, if you spend $50 and use the hostess code, you will get the class free for me the following month. So if you do that in February, you would get your class in March. And so, March, you'd get your class in April. And then in every class, I'm going to add a fun fold. I don't really have decided what my other cards are going to be for that class, but I do know I'm going to put this one in there because I want you guys to be able to learn how to do this technique. One last thing to show you that, sometimes I look through the mini catalogs and I just miss things, and then I'll see somebody else had it. Well, that's what happened with these. We now have mini blending brushes and this stand, and the large ones will fit in here too, so you have kind of a place to keep them stored. I was just storing them in the bags that they came in, but this makes them much more convenient to find and to reach for. So they kind of just sit up. I'll try to hold it like this so you can see. They just sit up in there, And I really thought this was handy, and I wanted to show you in case, like me, you missed it. Well, I hope that you have a great afternoon, and I'm going to be here. I'm getting my February class all cut and getting ready to get in the envelopes and writing the PDFs for the directions. So I hope you have a good afternoon and happy stamping. Bye.